Allow me to introduce Dr. G. Karunakaran, Principal Scientist at ICAR-Indian Institute of Horticultural Research, Bangaluru. Dr. Karunakaran is a scientist with over 26 years of experience in fruit genetic resources and crop improvement. He holds a PhD in horticulture in fruit sciences and has released seven high-yielding varieties of fruit, including the avocado, rambutan, and wax apple. He is notably involved in the commercialization through benefit-sharing models and has helped establish dragon fruit farmer-producer organizations and post-harvest technologies. So without further ado, Dr. Karunakaran, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for introduction.
Thank you, Doctor.
I am going to present about current status of mangosteen production market expansion in India. I thank my previous speaker, Dr. Yelena and Dr. Chinnappan. They made my presentation so simple because they are the leading production mangosteen in Indonesia and Thailand countries. This is my small introduction about and outline about my presentations. What is the status in India? What are the adopted practice we are doing it? What are the climate condition existing orchards are available? And about packaging and marketing, and what are the constraints we are facing, and what we can go for it strategic intervention. If you see the historically, I have found 30 years back itself, some of the mangosteen orchards around 100-year-old trees I have seen. You can see here, this is the orchards I have seen 30 years back. Those time itself it is 100 years old, which was introduced from the Sri Lanka by some of our.
Doctor, can you share your presentation? I think it's missing.
Missing?
Can you
No,
share?
I can see it. No problem.
You can? Okay. Oh, wait, just one second.
I'm also visible now?
No, it's
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So
it is visible.
Introduced maybe 150 years back actually. In those times, only very few backyard of cultivations were there, and people used to collect the seedling, wherever the fallen seedlings were collected by the people, local people, they used to sell very meager price because these crops is not taken up, not much scaled or not much mainstream in our fruit crops industry. If it is suddenly why this one is happening, because it has come up one of the high value fruit crops. Mainly if you see the premium market areas and tourist spot, not in the regular market, not in the roadside vendors, is not sold till date because the production is very meager and the consumption pattern also very, very low. So as they said earlier, what is the fruits in quality, nutraceutical, everyone knows. The present days, the government of India, what they did, crop diversification strategies. Among the crops diversification, mangosteen is one of the main crop. We are focusing the diversification among the fruit crops. Why means the domestic price cost goes more than $4 to $5 in selling price. In farm gate price, we are getting $2 to $3 we are taking. So it pitches better price compared to other fruit crops. Particularly if you see in India, there is two parts of India we can say. One is southern parts of India, another northern part of India. Northern part of India, most of the regions were tropical climate and arid horticulture and temperate, and there was high temperature, low humidity area. So the cultivation of these crops is not at all possible the northern part of India. But in case of southern part of India, which is the coastal belt, hilly terrains, and those regions highly suitable for cultivation of this crop, actually mangosteen. If you see in Kerala, it is occupied more than 50 to 60% of the production. And Karnataka followed by the Karnataka state. Then third one is Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is very, very meagerly taken this cultivation. And other region, other part of little bit. Why this expansion is very, very low, and some of the reason is there. And moreover, currently it is cultivated of backyard of cultivations. You can count how many commercial orchards are available. Maybe 20 or 30 commercial orchards available. Remaining all are having 10 trees, 20 trees, 30 trees. It is not a one systematic cultivation. It is not a properly maintained the orchard. Simply they have planted, they are getting certain income, they are going ahead. That's all. So because of this 100-year, 150-old trees only, we are collecting the seedling because already the previous speakers point, it is an apomictic seedling. We can choose which is the better one, which is the identified clone or accession can be promoted. So you see, this is the orchard pattern what we are doing. It was grown as a monocrop and intercropped with coconut, sometimes border cropped with areca nut. These are the practices followed in India, particularly the region where currently we are cultivating. It is highly acidic nature of the soil and well-drained soil. And moreover, if we take it this one, we are growing it the spacing between 20 by 20 feet or 15 by 15 feet or 12 by 10 feet we are adopting. Currently we are adopting. As the previous speaker also told, the rainy areas, wherever the high rainfall zone, particularly in coastal areas, we are recommending for the heap mountain or raised bed system of the cultivations. For example, lower mountains, lower hills regions, the people are planting in the system of the plain planting system there. But in case of terrain system, we are following hilly region areas. This is what we followed it actually. Currently, we are doing it. For example, if you take it, this is the climatic condition of the orchard. I classified 3 different regions: mountains, foothills, and coastal. Mountain is more than 1500 meter elevation to up to 5000 meter elevation. And foothills, it comes around 1000 meter elevations. In case of lower elevation, it comes only around 200 to 300 meter elevation from the coastal areas. If we see in this one, the fruits which is coming in the after the rainy season or before the rainy season having better quality. For example, the flowering which has happened May, June, we are getting November, December. That is, we are having very good crop also, good quality, and higher yield and higher productivity the per acre also. In case of, if you see the coastal area, the flowering is happening in February, March. The fruiting is coincided with the June, July. When it's coinciding with the June, July, we are losing the income and we can see a lot of gumboji and TFTs we are facing, the issues we are facing. So the crop which is the lower elevation is the quality is not up to the mark. So another one thing, the yielding also. For example, on an average we are getting in the mountain or hilly terrain region areas, we are getting more than 100-150 gram per fruit weight. Even we used to get for tree, we can harvest around 50 kgs. But in case of lower coastal area and also the mid hills or lower hills, we are getting half of the crop. Maybe due to the rainfall, maybe low rainfall or high rainfall, maybe humidity is the another factors. So these are all not congenital to the plant growth or productivity. So there is a 3 different time of availability of fruit is the September, October fruit availability, March, April is available, and June, July. The market, almost 6 to 8 months fruits are available. That is only local market. That is only available for local, not for export. We are not involved till date. There is no export on this one. That's why you see, this is the tree, more than 25 years old tree. The growth, where we have seen the lower hilly regions, the growth is very, very slow. And the fruit size also very low because of the humidity factors very, very low. So that's why, first of all, we should go for expansion of the mangosteen cultivation, need to go for suitability map. What are the region is suitable, whether we can promote lower hills, where we can promote coastal belt, whether we can promote upper mountains. Some of the region, this is one plain areas near to the coastal, we are cultivating mangosteen. The practice which is we are followed here, you can see the rainwater drainage. This is the one of the important factor for rainwater drainage in plain areas. We need to adopt, otherwise gumboj problem or TFD problem is increasing more. Another one, this is you can see the spacing. We are adopted only 15 to 20 feet spacing only we are adopting. And furthermore, what happened? This is we are giving support to the branches. Why we are giving support? During rainy season, what happened? Lot of wind will be there, particularly in coastal areas. And the branches are getting broken, and also while yielding also we are facing lot of damages actually. So to avoid this one, this kind of support system we are following to avoid the damage of tree and also better yielding for trees. This is a practice adopted by the farmers, and he is getting around, he is harvesting for a tree even 75 to 100 kg per tree he is harvesting. For example, the packaging, another one, if you see the India, first we are doing whatever because of the fruits is not only one zone, it is a scattered. we are they are planning to collect in a single location, and they'll start going for the grading system. After grading, they are following the cardboard box by 10 kgs and 5 kgs cardboard boxes they are following in. And some people, as such, they are shipping or transporting to the market. Currently, what happened? It fetches very high price in market actually. But what happened? There is a limitation is in India is it is not suitable for all the regions. We need the problem is only limited to southern part and limited to certain 1 or 2 states. That's why we are facing this issue actually. So that if you identify the region, then we can enhance the cultivations. Then another opportunities from the Kerala, we are exporting lot of fruits to South Asian. There is another opportunity will be there. Then third point is if you want to remain in mainstream or for export, we need to have a quality, another one consistent supply. This is both the things we are lagging at present because of very few commercial orchards doing meeting the quality and consistency. As our Dr. Helena said, we need to GAP for good, our practice should be adopted for international. So many other guidelines are there. So it is slowly emerging these crops. The other things I will come to you why the production constraint. Everybody says is long juvenile phases. So Dr. Sinnappan said that the grafting plants will yield 3 years. And what we are following it, even we followed grafted plants, we found that the 4 years old sapling we used to plant, more than 8 to 10 feet height sapling, we are planting it. The another things, there is not much variation among the populations because of it is due to epometic production. There is not a much variations. We cannot able to identify the newer varieties which is suitable for our zone, which is suitable for better yielding, which is lesser having gamboj problem. Those kind of things, it's not having much variation of that. So because of that, these crops cannot be taken up next level of commercial exploitation. Another one of the drawback. The fourth one is the problem is sunburn injury. For example, sunburn injury, the region lower yields and particularly for in coastal belt, we are facing highest sunburn injury in marginal drying. Even fruits are getting desiccating also because of high temperature and low humidity, coupled with low humidity. And what we this all, sometimes the many of the farmers, they faced a gamboji problem. What we did, the recent day adoption is, we have done the planting system itself we changed. That is, planting system is ultra high density planting we have taken up. How we have taken up? 12 by 10 feet we have taken up ultra high density planting system, and we pruned at 8 to 10 feet height. We pruned at 8 to 10 feet height. When you prune this 10 feet height, what happened? We have given during summer time shade net protection. When you do the shade net protection, it is reduced the incursion of water take up into the pericarp. The incursion of water take up in pericarp is reduced. The second level, what we adopted, if suddenly rains are coming, we have followed the rain out shelter. Because we have adopted initially technique that applying of calcium chloride, even applying of soil pH maintenance, zinc, calcium and boron, it is not served the purpose. So then what we did, pruning at the height of level of 8 to 10 feet, covering with the shade net during summer, covering with during rainy season with the rain out shelter, which gave 100% lesser infection of the gamboge problem. We saw that one. So this is the practices at currently we adopted actually. Maintaining the soil pH, we used to go for 500 gram per plant for the reclamation. Every year we used to do. This is what I know. Overhead production I mentioned. We have to go for overhead production shade net, and during rainy season we are planned for the rain out shelter, and we have to prune by 8 to 10 feet height, because if you prune by 8 to 10 feet, there is advantages for spraying, harvesting, and it easy for operation. That canopy management is very easy for us to take up the management aspect, particularly for harvesting or spraying this aspect. And sometimes this is an average income I tabulated this one, estimated returns I return. Actually, for example, if you go for it very closer spacing, if you go for it, for example, 8 to 10 feet, you will harvest only 10 to 15 kgs. If you go for the spacing by 20, 25 feet or 30, 35 feet, you can harvest 75 to 100 kilos. So under ultra high density planting system, we are recommending for the farmers going for the 8 to 10 feet height, reducing the composite disorder and increasing the quality of the fruit. And also we are getting only an average per tree on 10 to 15 kgs. This is around 20 by 20 feet. By this way we have done 30 by 30 feet. We have done it by harvesting 75 to 100 kgs, and we are facing around 30% of fruits or composite problem we are facing. So that this is the strategy at presently we are adopting this one. And for example, what kind of strategy we can in future to enhance our commercialization or scaling up the mangosteen cultivation? First of all, we should go for the aged sapling. Aged sapling, minimum 4 years aged saplings. If we plant it, within next 3 years, it starts yielding. Then second thing, I initially also mentioned suitability mapping. So the suitability mapping, one of the important aspect we should carry out by based on existing available climatic pattern and data which is available, we need to assess. The third one, awareness. Currently, the farmers only in Kerala and Karnataka and partly very less farmers are cultivating these crops. Still, they are getting very good premium price, certain A1 cities, but its cultivation is very less. We need to educate the farmers, we need to educate the consumers about that fruits, and then only we can be able to scaling up our commercialization of the cultivation or crop diversification. And the last one, I said the integrated disorder management. Gumboj and TFT is the one of the major issue. Remaining most of the issues we can able to cope up or overcome or compact. But this is the one issue is we have to manage by adopting the management practices. As I said, we need to follow those techniques to combat this one. Finally, I thank you very much for the organizer, TFNet Malaysia, Mr. Yaqub and Mr.
Thank you very much, Dr. Karunakaran, once again for presenting the Indian perspective and emphasizing various strategies such as canopy management and suitability mapping. As an emerging crop, considerable work remains to be undertaken to fully realize its potential in India. So the strategic advancement of the Indian mangosteen sector through improved horticultural practices is commendable, sir. Thank you, sir. So I think there are some comments for you on the chat. Maybe you can address. Maybe I will read one of the questions, sir. Sir, regarding Kerala, which are the most suitable districts, I think, for the cultivation of mangosteens?
No, the currently suitable district it is called Iriti district. Idukki and Iriti, both the district can be cultivated because Idukki district, it is a better performance when comparatively in coastal belt of Kerala.
There's also a comment from, sorry?
What about Wayanad district?
Yeah, Wayanad is already, higher elevation can be cultivated, sir. But the Wayanad and Idukki district, different time yieldings are coming, sir, actually, for example.
Yeah, we have initiated smart tribal farming projects in many districts in Tamil Nadu along the Western Ghats.
Yes, sir.
Both in Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So I think this will be a very good opportunity to promote in tribal area in hilly track in Western Ghats.
Yes, very good suggestion, sir. Currently in Coimbatore and Lower Palni Hills, only 5-6 farmers are cultivating, not more than that.
Yeah, we have initiated in Jawad Hills.
Yes.
In Kulli Hills.
Yes.
And Coimbatore, and Palamalai and Anamalai and these districts, and in Madurai, Ahamalai, Theni district.
Yes.
And Coimbatore in Kerala initiated in Wayanad district.
Yes, sir. Because, sir, we can expand. The problem is during summer, what is the humidity? All this district we should assess, sir. We cannot go for large scale or commercial scale of cultivation. At present, we can go for it backyard of cultivation, okay. To assess the performances, okay, sir. We need to assess.
Very nice that, it's good that, you initiated in Wayanad. You're
Yes.
saying that Wayanad and Idukki and also in Tamil Nadu, they're all
Yes.
coming forward. We have associated with NGOs and higher education institutions to bring in digital services. I will discuss with you separately.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
I'm based in Delhi. Thank you
Oh,
very
yes.
much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.